Oops. Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
Chase.
and you're watching Posers Must Die. Uh, on tonight's episode, Chase and I are joined by a guest panelist, Matt from Thrash Mania. Um, if you're not following his YouTube channel and Instagram profile, fix that. Putting out a lot of great content. Man, introducing us to tons of crazy underground thrash bands. Like you would think thrash was the dominant genre in metal. There's so much wild stuff that Matt's turning us and everybody else onto. Thank you. Um, but yeah, um, we've got a couple of records to review tonight, and why don't we just get right started on that? Chase, cue up our what is our first album that we are going to review this evening?
Our new album this week is actually an EP from Necronomicon Ex Mortis, Zombie Blood Nightmare, released independently February 20th, and this is their EP since forming in 2023.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me, I'm having a little technical problem with the visuals, but carry on just talking about it if you guys would. Oh shoot. Um,
I can tell you what I
Sure,
thought
yeah.
is that it's definitely like it starts out and it seems like a death like leprosy kind of riff, and then it just kind of takes you on this ride through like technical and melodic flourishes like through the whole thing. Definitely like a genre bending kind of sound. Like it's sometimes it's like traditional old school death metal, sometimes it's progressive, sometimes it's technical. And then like that combined with like the horror aesthetic of it, like makes it really unique, which is kind of hard to find in death metal these days.
yeah,
I hate to say it. So
yeah,
I kind of like how it stands out. Also, 29 minutes for an EP is like really good. I know
yeah,
some bands
yeah.
that put out like 32 minutes and call it a full length, and like yeah, so 29-minute EP, like I'm here for that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean that's I think it's the closest to a full length that they have. Uh, I went back and listened to the rest of their catalog, and it's all pretty sweet shit, pretty good stuff. Um, but yeah, it's so funny because I'll see so many people like 28 minutes full length album. But yeah, we'll call it an EP,
Crossover
sure.
bands.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Um, but I agree. Yeah, the comparison to Death uh, is apt. Um, but also, wow, it's I love how there's so much melody going on here, but it's not sacrificing any brutality, and it's definitely not
Yeah.
going to be confused with melodic death metal. Like this is like definitely
Mhm.
like giving me those early '90s vibes. Um, and it's interesting. Oh, should note, opening track, Left to Die, and second track, oh God, what is it? Excuse me. No
No
More
more
Room in
room in
Hell.
hell.
Yeah, Left to Die, not a death cover. No More Room in Hell, not a possessed cover.
I know.
Uh,
I noticed that because when it came on, I wasn't the riff from Left to Die, but it had like a lot of leprosy vibes to it.
yeah.
And I was like, this isn't Left to Die, but the song's called Left to Die, and it sounds like a song from Leprosy. I'm like, this is so freaky.
Yeah. But these guys are really good. Give me some thrashing death metal all day. I'm like, so I like this a lot. This is a really fun group, and I as you touched on, like like it's so hard for there to be like originality in death metal these days, and I always love it when there's like a fresh concept with what you want to talk about. Like in Portland, we've got the band Oxygen Destroyer, and they're
Oh
death.
yeah, I'm a huge
Yeah,
fan of Oxygen Destroyer.
have you got to see
Fuck
them
yeah.
yet, Matt?
Right.
Have you seen them
Yeah,
live
I've
yet?
seen them before.
Okay,
Yeah, and
cool.
I'm a huge Godzilla fan too, so it's like it's right up
Oh,
my alley.
Yeah.
oh, that
All
rules.
right.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, and I just love it. It's like, yeah, something that's not just murders and gore. Thank you. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's really cool. And again, yeah, they've got like this is their fifth EP, I think you said, Chase.
Yeah.
And man, their whole canon is really good. And you can listen to all of it in like under 90 minutes. So like that's cool too. Um, Chase, you've been kind of quiet here. You got some thoughts, man?
Yeah, that first track hits you fucking hard. There's like a solo that kicks in about a little over halfway in. I was like, Jesus Christ, what are they feeding this guy? And they're like, probably other guitarists to carry on the zombie theme there. Uh,
He's
but
consuming
no,
them,
no,
consuming the other guitarists and absorbing their power. Yeah. Okay.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
correct. And yeah, there's a lot of like for it being like a leaning death metal. It's got definitely got a lot of thrashy undertones to it,
Yeah.
and I really appreciated that. And there's occasional like what was it in Chopped Up and Burnt? There was a bit of a like surfer rock or black metal riff that
Sure.
like fun. And yeah, it just like they Jekyll and Hyde us there before they hit us with a little bit of like a slam metal almost kind of like heavy. Yeah, and then I appreciated the Mia Farrow impersonation instead of it just being the ripped straight from the movie.
Was it Mia Farrow or
Yeah.
Tisa Farrow?
Mia Farrow is the one I looked it
Okay.
up
Okay.
because I was like, I got to get this right.
Okay. Um, oh, that's right. Sorry. It's quoting from Rosemary's Baby. I was thinking
There you are.
were. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Because I remember the quote and I was forgetting where it was at. Sorry, thinking about like this. I'm thinking about like Italian horror. I'm thinking Tisa Farrow is in Zombie. So excuse me.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You know so much more about that than I do.
I know one more thing about it than you do. It's okay.
And last note I have here is set drums to pummel. Holy shit! Like I love the tone that they got in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bashing heads in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, I really like, like any death metal band that's coming out now that gives me early 90s vibes. I'm like, that is such a win. Um, so I'm here. I'm totally here for this. This is great shit. Matt, do you have any more thoughts on this one?
Yeah, well, so like you said, early '90s vibes, and I feel like a lot of times when bands do like early '90s vibes, they're going for like obvious like Dismember or Bolt Thrower or something like that. But this kind of hits in such a different way.
Yeah.
It's not just like HM2 like worship death metal. Like it's got
Yeah.
some more depth and character to it. Like I've definitely been in some bands where they were like wanting to do like an early '90s thing, and it was just like, all right, so scoop the mids and just make it like super heavy and chuggy. But this has got like a little bit more of a dynamic like vibe to it rather than just kind of like just going for like like Swedish style. Like it kind of
Yeah.
blends everything together.
Yeah.
And the solo guitarists just have some absolute rippers like in the middle of some of these songs. So I think the Chopped Up and Burned is 7 minutes long, and it's
Yeah.
got I think two or three different solos in it that are
Yeah.
just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I want to touch on something that you mentioned there, Matt, and or something you mentioned gave me this notion. I think in modern times, a lot of bands, a lot of death metal bands, maybe they want to create an old school death metal sound, but they're only listening to old school death metal, and they're forgetting that those guys who were like early death metal bands, they were into traditional heavy metal, they were into thrash metal, they were probably listening to
Yeah.
hardcore punk. There's other influences that are informing that, and that's what this release feels like. It feels like the full picture of like, no, this is just the evolution, the next stage of heaviness in metal, not trying to copy a thing without reading the
Yeah.
recipe. You know what I mean?
There's a saying about that I forget who said it, and they were saying that the original writers of The Simpsons like niche nerds that grew up watching like kind of niche things, and the current writers are people that grew up watching The Simpsons. You
Yeah.
know, so it's kind of like you're trying to recreate the thing, whereas the people who made the thing were kind of taking from the things that they kind of saw growing up. So
Yeah.
totally agree with what you're saying there.
Yeah, it just becomes like a copy of a copy of a copy, and and just like the originality just gets so muddled, you know, into
Yes.
this thing that
Yeah.
kind
And
of
that's what I like about this album.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
right on. It
Actually,
sounds
there's a band called Ex Mortis too, right? There's another band called Ex Mortis that's like kind of similar, just regular, just Ex Mortis.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
it's kind of like
Mortis.
neoclassic. Yeah, it's kind of like just like neoclassical,
oh, okay.
more sounding, but it's like it's genre bending, which is what I kind of call it.
Right on. I'll have to check them out too. But yeah, sounds like we
Yeah.
all really dug this.
Yes.
Big horns up for Necronomicon Ex Mortis, Zombie Blood Nightmare. Right on. Um,
That's the one.
that is the one. And here's the one. Chase, why don't we get into your segment, Chase's Classic Album? What do we have for this week?
This week on Chase's Classic Album, we have Anthrax, Fighting the Disease, released October 30th, 1985 on Megaforce Records. And this is Anthrax's second album, and fuck yeah, is it rad.
Oh man, I love a
Yeah.
Halloween release too. That's really fun. But yeah, I love this record. I've loved this since I was 16, and uh, um, and of the Joey Belladonna era records, I think it might be my favorite. I think I like it a little more than Among the Living. Um, Matt, you're our guest. I want to let you take first crack at this though.
So here's what I would say. I'm originally from New Jersey, and
Mm.
so Anthrax is a New York band. And I remember seeing the Big Four in 2012 or
That's so
2011 at
awesome.
Yankee Stadium,
Oh wow.
and that was
Yeah.
like life changing for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and like because when I first got into Anthrax, I started looking up all their old shows, and Scott Ian would always have like Yankees shorts
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, seeing them at Yankee Stadium, and I was in like center field at Yankee Stadium, like on the
Oh,
floor.
wow.
Like it was amazing. And the funny thing is like that's who I was really looking forward to, like
Yeah.
mostly. I mean, I was really looking forward to Slayer too, and the other three, but yeah, that was really cool. And I'm somewhat of a late bloomer, so the way I discovered Anthrax was through Guitar Hero 2.
Okay.
Madhouse was on Guitar
Yeah.
Hero 2, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Like I at the time I was like listening to classic rock all the time, and
Sure.
so I started kind of spreading my wings, and yeah, so like to me this album started the golden era for Anthrax. Like
Yeah.
Fistful of Metal was good, but once Joey and I think Frank, that was his first album too.
Yeah, that's right. Because Lilker's
Um,
out on this one.
once
Yeah.
yeah, because Lilker was on the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you can see their personalities in it. Like you can
Yeah.
see like how much it changed, and then yeah, it started the golden era, which weirdly enough I saw Neil Turbin at do
Oh.
like a live.
Oh wow.
Um he was with another band, I can't think of the name.
Death Riders.
It was, yes, that's exactly who it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was this show called Thrash Giving, and it was in
Oh
2013. And
man.
Awesome.
yeah, he was pretty cool, like seeing him live, and he was talking
Yeah.
about like how he was starting to write some of the stuff for this album when he was like kind of doing some of his stuff. He was talking. They played Armed and Dangerous, like
Oh
they
cool.
covered Armed and Dangerous. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So this, yeah, definitely one of my favorites of all time.
Oh wow. Right on. Yeah. That is a great story, Matt. And yeah, this is a favorite of mine. I mean, wow, I didn't get to see the Big Four together. I was lucky enough. I saw them all by the time I was 19. It worked out. but but yeah, this is a great one. I mean, just right from the opener, AIR, Adolescence in Red.
Yep.
Um, um, just great. I mean, I think the only song on this that I think is a little like meh is Lone Justice. You know, I'm like I never read the Dark Tower
Yeah.
books, so I'm just kind of like what? And these lyrics are kind of silly on that song. What?
To me, though, Justice just came off like a proto I Am the Law, just from a lamer character.
Yes.
And I don't even know if it's a lame character because I never read the Dark Tower stuff.
Oh, me either. Just the song isn't nearly as good as I Am the Law. It just
Yeah.
it follows the same kind of
Yeah.
formula.
Yeah, okay, I can dig that. But overall, like man, just it's banger, 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 banger. This whole album just like is
Yeah.
just cruises. I mean, Medusa's a little silly, but I'll take it, you know.
Medusa, it's a good one.
yeah, no, it's really
Yeah,
good.
it's a good one.
Yeah, and Madhouse, I've always loved that song. It's still my favorite Anthrax video, like music video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's just
yeah.
so much fun. Because they got all their pals together and they found a funny farm that was not in use and got to shoot it there. I'm like, that's great, man. But yeah, what are some highlights from the album for you guys? And we start
Gung
with
Ho,
Matt. Yeah, Gung Ho
the last
rules.
one. Gung
Yeah,
Ho. It's
Gung
just
Ho.
so it's just speed, like just right from the beginning, and it just
Yeah.
doesn't let up. And then it has that cool part at the end that I just always sort of like. I know it's like stupid, the part at the end.
Oh,
It's like
I love
like I
that.
don't know. I just
Because
yeah.
lots of thrash albums in the 80s end with some goofy little short thing. Like, Death Angels got one on Ultraviolence,
Yep.
and there are other examples. But I think Flotsam and Jetsam has one on the end of No Place for Disgrace. It's just,
Yep.
I don't know. It's a fun thing. I like it. It's like, I'm into it. And yeah, I love Gung Ho.
Yeah.
Gung Ho rules.
Yeah.
The Enemy and Aftershock are really rad too. I like those.
Yeah. Stand or Fall. That's
Yeah.
I always just like that's one of those things like the chorus that you just never forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
I'm AIR, Madhouse, and Armed and Dangerous are my top tracks.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
can't get enough.
And this album kind of like, it's the second album, but this really feels like it's Anthrax's coming out party. Like
Yeah.
now we really mean business. We are a force to be reckoned with. And songs like AIR and Stand or Fall are really like there's a lot of like self-empowerment shit in those songs. It's like, Matt, you touched on like, the personality of like Frank and Joey Scott and these guys. And it's like, it's almost like, it's like the thrash metal version of like the Monkees or the Beatles, where we just where it's like a Hard Day's Night metal style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's the vibe from Anthrax. It's like, here's a fun group of guys. We're here to kick ass and have a good time.
See Anthrax pushing a bed down the street and then jump into it.
Yeah. So I have kind of joked that Venom are the Monkees of metal because they were charlatans, but
Man.
but we love them. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that analogy holds. But yeah,
I got to say this, adding to the personality bit that you were saying, Charlie really comes in to his own here. Like, I mean, he was great in the first album.
Yep.
But holy shit, it's so I'm not sure if it's like the tone, the style. It's just his goofy little mind doing everything,
yeah,
kicking ass on the set. His work it's the broth that you could just sip forever in the Anthrax stew.
Ooh, I like that.
I was hungry when I wrote that.
Okay. That gives me something though. I think a lot of times, a lot of bands, people talk about the sophomore slump, but I think a lot of bands, their second album is the best one, or often a big improvement on the first, because you've spent more time on the road, you now already have studio experience, you're okay, it's time to write the next record, and you're hungry, we gotta try and top it. That energy, all of those things inform like just a great experience. And
I just Stand or Fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I Spraying the Disease just rules. I just love it. And this and Among the Living are just like a 1-2 punch of like, man, Anthrax was unstoppable at this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fellas, anything else on Spraying the Disease?
Just that it's set up for another amazing album in Among the Living.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, as a kid in the 90s, when metal was super uncool, I was just cruising like thrift stores trying to find heavy metal stuff, and like, man, I was so happy the day I came across Among the Living, because I'd had Persistence of Time already, and I was like, okay, great.
Oh yeah.
But I knew Among the Living was like the one that most people go for.
Oh yeah.
And that I'm surprised I didn't wear that tape out. I played it so much. But yeah, Anthrax rules, and I've been like really falling back in love with them after like kind of a long period of just kind of like being in the doldrums. But yeah, this is a great record. One of Anthrax's finest. I mean, like this is, with Megadeth, it's Peace Cells and Rust in Peace. At Anthrax, I think it's Spreading the Disease and Among the Living. So.
Yeah, I was starting to think of that when you were saying like the second album being the best on some of them, because I was like, okay, Ride the Lightning, Hell Awaits, like the New Order, like I was starting
Taking
to think,
Over,
sophomore albums, Taking Over, yep.
God, I love Taking Over.
Starting to think of sophomore albums that I really liked.
Yeah.
For newer bands like Hatchet with Dawn of the End.
Oh yeah, I didn't really keep up with Hatchet. That's a band I should go back and revisit for sure.
Yeah, Hatchet, Dawn of the End from 2013.
Okay.
You'll go listen to that. That'll be like, that's legendary for new wave bands, in my opinion.
Okay. Oh well, okay. That's what I'm listening to right after the show. Thank you, Matt. But yeah,
I had a CDR with Hatchet written in marker on it. I definitely had one of those somewhere.
Okay. Maybe I burned that for you. I don't even remember. But okay.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we? I think we just have our concert calendar segment now. Some upcoming shows. Let's see. First up, on March 7th, Torture Rack are headlining a gig at the Blackwater with support from Alienator, America's greatest hardcore band, and Intrepid Onslaught, who are a new death metal band in our area. Matt, have you heard Torture Rack?
No.
Can't say
that I have.
I feel like that's up your alley. That's some death metal that you would enjoy.
Okay.
Let's see. And then Sunday, March 8th, Chase and I are going to go see a double dose of speed metal at the
Hawthorne Hideaway.
At the Hawthorne Hideaway with Solicitor and Trencher. Solicitor is fantastic, and Trencher really good too. I've just recently started checking them out. But this is going to be a hoot and a holler. Going to be a great show. Really looking forward to that. Let's see. And then, of course, I think we're all either in Portland or elsewhere. We're going to be hitting this tour. It's the Testament Thrash of the Titans tour with Overkill and Destruction in support. Matt, you said you were. You're. That's not coming to Reno. You're going to California for this?
I'm probably going to have to go to San Francisco for it.
Oh, a Bay Area? That's perfect.
Yeah, I know.
That rules. I mean,
I know. I'm pretty excited about that because I haven't been to like a Bay Area show before because I've never, lived out there. So
right.
I'm pretty excited about that. And like I told you guys earlier, Testament's my favorite band, so it's like going to see them kind of on their home turf.
That rules, dude. Matt.
Awesome, man.
I am really envious of you because, I've been to San Francisco, but I've never seen a show there, and like to see a thrash metal show in San Francisco. God, that's awesome. That rules. I'm really thrilled that that's gonna happen for you. That's awesome, man. But yeah, we're so pumped about this one. Jesus, it's the tour of the year.
Well, and I'm from New Jersey too. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh
so
yeah,
Overkill.
Overkill.
You know what I mean?
God.
So yeah, I actually have a New Jersey Devils hat, and one time I wore one to a show at in Las Vegas. Overkill was playing in Las Vegas. Yeah, and Bobby picked me out, pointed at me because I was wearing a New Jersey Devils shirt.
Yeah,
and he gave me the set list.
Oh, that's awesome. That is a great story.
Me the set list.
Cool, man.
That rules.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna hold off. I see your new Jersey Devils sweater.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. Here. See, I actually still have it too. It's all ripped up because he had to rip it off the thing.
Oh, of course.
But yeah.
Dude, that rules, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, man, we love Overkill. So like that is awesome. That is a great story. Let's see. On Saturday, March 21st, we got some bands in our area. Ursarath are playing. Matt, have you heard Ursarath? They are like technical thrash, like Coroner.
Oh yeah, from my video today. Yeah.
Oh, oh,
I haven't heard of them, but today was a Corner. Like today was Are You a Fan of Corner Day
yeah.
for
Well,
my videos.
Matt, if you're a fan of Coroner, I and like
Yeah.
Watchtower and stuff, I suggest checking out Ursa
Yeah.
Wrath. They're really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, they're based in Seattle, but they've come down to Portland a couple times. I've seen them and met them. They're nice guys. And yeah, they're playing a show. Let's see, with Nerve Damage. They're like a crossover or hardcore punk band. Thrash Course, who are thrash-ish. They're improving. And Chronic Illness, who are a death metal group from around here, but I haven't seen or heard them. So, um, but let's see. And then on March 29th, Chase and I are going to see
Yeah.
Onslaught and
Mhm.
Warlord here at the Star Theater in Portland. Oh my God. So thrilled to see this. And of course, original members, or classic members, I should say, Nige Rocket and Cy Keeler are in the band. So that's going to be great. Is this tour hitting anywhere near you, Matt?
Nope. But I can
Ah,
tell you one thing is that you know who was in Onslaught for a little bit was Neil Turbin from Anthrax.
wait,
Oh
what?
yeah. No,
Yeah, he
no,
was
he
in
was.
Onslaught for a little bit.
Whoa.
He definitely was. I remember it. It wasn't for very long, but I don't know if he just did it like did a tour like live stuff with them, but I remember seeing it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I wonder now. I want to wonder if anyone has recorded or if there's bootlegs of that anywhere. That's very interesting. So I'm going to be seeking that out. That's cool. But yeah, this is going to be a fantastic show. Real excited to be hitting this tour. Um, and then just a couple days later, Chase and I are going to see Raven here at let's see, this will be Chase, was that March 31st at Dante's?
First at
Yeah,
Dante's, yes.
yeah. And Matt, you're going to see Raven. This is hitting Reno,
Oh
right?
yeah. Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yep.
And Raven is
Yeah.
so killer live. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So so
Yeah, I'm
so
excited for that because I've never seen them before. So,
oh, you're in for a treat. I have seen them once before.
yeah.
They are great. I mean, like this, and they're a band that like didn't make sense to me for a long time, and then but after I see them live, I'm like, oh, I get it. This is this is a band
Ah.
meant to be seen live. And
Yes, I like those kinds of bands.
yes, and
I like
yeah,
those kinds of bands because there's
yeah,
a couple of bands that I felt like that. I was like, I don't know about this band, and then I see them live, and I'm like, that's
yeah.
what it is.
Here's another example like that. I recently saw the band High Spirits. It's like a traditional metal band, traditional heavy metal. Um, and yeah, I listened to their albums. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool, pretty nice stuff, whatever. But after seeing them live, I was thinking like, how are these guys not drowning in like mainstream success, like Foo Fighters level success? I mean, they're great, just fantastic. The songs are wonderful. The energy was super like positive, like they were dynamite, And so I'm like, ugh. I tell you, it takes more than talent, and good songs. It's
And
it's so much luck just to be successful because that is a band. Yeah, I mean, like, why they're not a radio band, a Grammy winning
Hmm.
band? I don't know. But yeah, High Spirits. Um, but yeah, let's see. April 7th on my birthday, there's some hardcore happening at the High Limit Room. Torina and Peace of Mind are on tour, and that should be cool. I can't remember if I have to work that night or not, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, and then big doom metal tour with Dope Throne and Year of the Cobra. Local Portland doom metalers RIP are opening their gig here. Was this April 11th, Chase?
April 11th, correct. And on
Yeah,
your recommendation, I checked out RAP. I lost a night to those guys
they're
earlier this
awesome.
week. Just
They're
like,
awesome.
yeah.
I'm not a huge doom guy, but they rule. And yeah, so RIP is excellent. Check them out, folks. Um, but let's see. Yeah, oh, April 14th, the Casualties are playing at the Hawthorne Theater, but Chase and I will be at a different show that night. Guar are playing at the Roseland Theater with Soulfly and King Parrot. and that's going to be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Chase and I haven't seen Guar in a long time, not since before Odorous died. So,
Yep.
this will be fun. This will be a night full of arterial blood spray,
Yeah.
and dinosaurs and good times. So yes, we love
And
it.
King Parrot's a really good band too. I
I
don't know if you guys have heard of King Parrot. I think they're all from Australia.
Oh, okay,
I'm gonna look that up for a second. But
okay.
like they're like a really good, like it's like thrash metal meets grindcore. Like
Oh,
that's the way I would
Oh,
describe
interesting.
them. Like it's pretty
I'm
cool in my
I'm
opinion.
sold.
And
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Okay.
from Australia.
So are they
Yeah.
like sheer terror, or
I mean,
is
I
it
don't know if sheer terror is like
sheer terror, or is it
I don't know.
unseen terror that I'm thinking of? It's like one of the guys from
Uh,
Napalm Death.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, I'm so sorry to put you on the spot. My bad.
Yeah. No, no,
But
you're
uh,
good. You're
but
good.
the thrash and grind combo, that's interesting. I'll be looking forward
Yeah.
to. I should check them out. I'll check them out.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like thrash metal meets like Napalm Death and Brutal Truth. It's like, you know what I mean?
oh, that sounds great. I think I would like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
a lot. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, because we love Napalm Death. They're great. Um,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. Um, neat. And then the very next night at the same venue, Chase and I are going to see Drain. And man, Drain is so great. Drain is our friend.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
what did you think of that new record, Matt?
Oh God, it was so good.
Oh my
Like,
God.
like I feel like that's the new way for thrash metal to go is that hardcore influence sound
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Like it's very like energetic. I feel like thrash metal was kind of starting to lose its energy and then kind of
Yeah.
power trip and enforced and like dead heat and stuff come
Yeah.
along and
Dead
kind of
Heat.
inject it with this
And
hardcore
yeah.
energy.
Yeah. And
So yeah, I kind of like that.
I agree with that. And I think, yeah, infusing hardcore is one, a great way to liven up thrash. And I think it is like, this is the new crossover. Um,
Mm,
and also, like, I'm ready for these scenes to unite. Like, I want to see
yeah.
thrash metal and hardcore together. Um,
Mm.
we got
Drain
oh, go ahead, Chase.
Drain Drain sort of feels like if Andrew WK had a hardcore band.
Yeah, a
Like
bit like that. It's so
it's
life
Yeah.
affirming. Yeah.
super like high energy, super positive, but like just like pummeling still. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a really apt descriptor, Chase. I really like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, in Portland we have an amazing hardcore scene, and our metal scene is just kind of like limited to like bar stuff, and it's kind of, we've got good bands, but it's just like I manage a thrash metal band, and I'm like I am like they're on a break because we need a new drummer right now, but I'm like one of the things I'm like is like no, I want to get them on bills with hardcore bands or like book shows and do mixed bills with thrash and hardcore because like I think that's just like the energy we need to the direction that just the scene needs to go in.
Yeah.
I just it's just cooler, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Get them
Uh,
into all ages shows, you know what I mean,
exactly.
instead of
Yeah.
over 21 shows.
Yeah.
Um, just because like that's where the energy is. I hate to say it.
No,
I'm like
it's true.
cause like I'm coming up on 40 and like I feel it like kind of like oh I'm gonna stand in the back. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so when it's like an over 21 show, like I feel like that's kind of the prevailing way about it. And then you go to an all ages show and it's just all that energy's there. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of what the young people with their TikToks and stuff are into is that the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
So
it's like this whole hardcore scene is like it's just waiting to be introduced to their cool older cousin thrash metal. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so I'm like that's what I'm trying to do here, man. And like that's
Yeah.
where I'm chasing that youthful energy too. So,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. It's like what's more fun, being in a room full of people who are just like amped and moving or, a handful of
Yeah.
drunks at a bar. Come on. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm all about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. Saturday, April 18th, the Roseland Theater. Chase is hitting this one up, the Godless 4 tour, Behemoth, Deicide, Rotting Christ, and Immolation.
That sounds so good.
That is a great
Yeah,
bill. That
I'm
is a
stoked for
great
that one.
bill. Is that coming
Yeah.
anywhere near you, Matt?
No,
Ah, that sucks.
not a lot's coming near me.
Ah,
Lame. Sorry, man.
sorry, dude.
Nah, it's all right.
But yeah,
Still getting used to the new surroundings, meeting all the promoters and everything, so I can try and figure out who I got to annoy to get
there
all
you
the
go.
shows out here.
I like that. That's good. I like that proactive energy, Matt. We love that.
Yeah.
And then April 25th, man, Insecticide are playing here in Portland at the Blackwater.
Ooh, baby.
That is wild. Dylan Laviolette, our pal from Head Split Records, he's bringing them out, and they're gonna have support from Pilau. Matt, have you heard Pilau?
I think I have,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Poison in the Pit
Um,
is their most recent release, and it's just great crossover.
Good.
Really good
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Blade, who are a local band here, they're kind of like Exciter meets Manowar. They're just really fun, over the top, speedy, heavy metal. And then Betrayers, just real good hardcore. So this is a great bill. Looking forward to this show for sure. Yeah, let's see. And then I'm going up end of April, going up to the Paramount Theater in Seattle to see Halloween. Man, this
Very
is
nice.
I'm so happy about this. You know, I know you're not a huge power metal guy, Matt, but I mean, but Halloween, oh
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
I've
and
always viewed them as more speed metal than power metal, but
sure, okay,
it's and
Oh,
didn't
it's
they
in
just
there, yeah.
release a new album?
they did,
I
and
heard
Yeah.
I feel like I heard good things about it.
yeah, no, it's excellent. I mean, I'd say best one since the last one. You know,
Yeah.
the last couple of Halloween albums have been really good. They have it's the Pumpkins United lineup, all three singers together.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske and Andy Darris, and they trade verses. They have their own parts. They harmonize. It's like the heavy metal
Wow.
Beach Boys or Bee Gees or ABBA.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And
It's like like a rock opera, but on the cooler side, not the lamer side.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like rock operas, but I can acknowledge that they're pretty lame.
Well, rock operas get a little too like Broadway musical at times.
Mhm.
Yeah. But this is just wonderful, and it's like, man, it's too bad Iron Maiden didn't do something like this. Can you imagine if they
Yeah,
brought
that would
out
have been cool.
Bruce
Oh,
and
whoa,
Blaze,
yeah.
Bruce and Blaze and Paul together? Oh my God, you
Yeah.
know, Blaze gets such
I know
short.
Suffocation did something like that for a little bit.
Oh really?
Like Suffocation, yeah, when they were switching singers, I saw them on a tour, and they would have one of the I forget what his name is. They had like the older one,
Frank?
and then he would just go, yeah, and then he would just get off stage, and then the new guy would come out and do a couple songs, and
Cool.
like yeah, they kind of like switched back and forth like in the middle of the show. That was pretty cool. It was like Suffocation and Black Dahlia Murder like 10 years ago.
Oh wow, that's a pretty
That was a
sick
good
tour.
show.
I'll bet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And I'm lucky. I did see Suffocation once, and it was the original lineup. I'm like, oh man, so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who I even saw them with, but it was awesome. But yeah, and then
Undoubtedly, yeah.
speaking of death metal, here the Decibel tour, Cryptopsy. Chase, what's the date on this one in our town?
May 16th.
That's right. Yeah, at the Hawthorne Theater, the Decibel Tour with Cryptopsy, Necrot, Fulci, and Blood Monolith. I saw Cryptopsy a long time ago. Chase and I saw Necrot open for Cavalera Conspiracy. What do you think about this tour, Matt?
I'm kind of jealous because again, it's another one that's not coming near me.
Oh,
I am such a huge Necrot fan. Like it's
yeah?
unbelievable.
Oh,
I love like Necrot and Skeletal Remains to me are like the next evolution
ooh,
of death
yeah.
metal, in my
Interesting.
opinion. Like
Okay.
they're the ones that really take that sound and sort of dial it up to 11. Um, the last Cryptopsy album was one of their best in a while, in my
Oh,
opinion.
okay.
Like that new Cryptopsy album was really, really, really good.
Nice.
So yeah, I would really love to be able to see that. I think I've seen Cryptopsy a handful of times,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
been a while.
Yeah, I saw them once years ago, and they was really good. It was a really good show. And have you gotten to see Necrot? You're a big fan of them.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, they were cool. I mean, they gave us really like old school vibes, but with a
Yes.
modern flair. So it's like the sweet
Yeah,
spot for new death
exactly.
metal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I kind of like is when it's
Yeah.
not just an old school copy when they do their own thing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and just like the band we talked about today, I it's the right approach for sure. And then Fulci's very good too. But yeah, so
Yeah.
this is gonna be a sick tour for sure. I know Chase is hitting this up.
Yep.
Let's see. Speaking of big death metal packages, here's the Archspire and Chase. I can't read these logos. Who are these other three bands that are playing with them?
Fucking no. No, I looked it up, but I didn't write it down. I don't. They
Okay.
have names. They're in English. I read them. I just don't
Yeah.
remember them. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize any of them either.
Okay. But yeah. And what's the date on that? It's like is that May?
June 5th.
Oh, June 5th. Okay, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, that should be cool. You're going to that?
Yep,
Right on. Yeah.
most certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it a? Oh,
But
never mind. I thought it was. I saw them doing a different tour with Aborted, and I thought you were talking about Aborted.
Oh, wow. Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Archspire is going to. Yeah, they're going to Australia with Aborted.
Oh,
I just
wow.
saw it
yeah.
recently, so that's why it's stuck in my head. But no, that's not coming to here.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this,
that's two pretty unique bands. That's a unique setup, like Archspire
yeah.
and Aborted. Like that's kind of two sides of the, like opposite sides of the old school death metal. Like
Yeah, because Archspire are more like
here,
a tech death and
technical.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I think that's cool. I think get variety, especially in death metal. I think
Mhm.
if it's a death metal bill, you need
Yeah.
that.
yes,
It's like how boring would it be to go see like Nile and Immolation together? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which song is this?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was just announced. Death Angel, they're doing they've been going around doing Act 3 in its entirety, and it's hitting Portland on June 16th at the Hawthorne Theater with Violence and Insight in support.
Nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, I joked with my old roommate Jason, like seeing their Death Angel's going out playing Act 3, and I'm like, oh, finally a reason to care about Death Angel again. But
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah, I just really not been keen on their reunion era stuff. It just has left me really cold. But this, hey, I'll take it. We saw Violence last year with they were on the Dark Angel tour, and then I saw them way back in on this flyer behind me, December 27th, 2002, with Testament and Exhumed and Vehemence.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was an awesome time. Boy, I was a much younger man in those days. uh, but an awesome time for sure. And that was like the original lineup of Violence, sans Rob Flynn.
Yeah.
That was cool. But let's see. Let's see. And then this summer, August 13th through the 16th, it's the Soldiers of Steel Festival in Seattle, Washington, at the substation. Sanctuary are headlining. Sacred Blade, Saint, The Accused, and a whole bunch of other bands, and a bunch more bands still to be announced. I'm going to be at this festival. Chase may be at this festival. It's going to be an incredible time. Had a great time last summer. Matt, get yourself a plane ticket. We'd love to see you, bud. Come out.
Wow. Yeah, I know, dude. You said Sanctuary, and I was like, oh man, I'm so down because I feel like they're still doing stuff, aren't they?
They are. I think they have a new
Yeah.
record in the works, and
Yeah.
and this show, it's a festival appearance. They're playing the first two albums in their entirety.
Oh,
Yeah.
Refuge Denied and Into the Mirror Black.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Shut up and take Matt's money,
'Cause-
everybody.
Yeah, right. Well, I was
yeah.
gonna say even the one that came out like 12 years ago was still like really good. Like I
It
feel like this
was.
band like can't do anything. Whenever they do something, like they just can't do no wrong.
Yeah. So Yeah, I'm excited for this. I mean, this is it's a great event. It was wonderful last year. It was like the inaugural edition, and it's great to have it's great to have a classic heavy metal festival out in here in the Northwest. There's a more extreme metal festival and the Northwest Terror Fest, but I mean, you're gonna get me loaded with like traditional heavy metal, thrash, power metal. Like, oh God, yes, that's gonna be great. That's what I want. Speed metal, hell yeah, so yeah. But yeah, that's all our upcoming stuff for now. Matt, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Um, Tell people where they can find you, if and you would.
Oh, yeah, Thrashmania. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
And yeah, usually once a day I release like a 2.5 minute, 3 minute video that usually features three bands that are like underground bands that everybody needs to check out because this is like what keeps us all going is people going to shows and buying merch and like that's how the genre stays alive is feeding the underground.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We love it. Yeah, thanks again so much for being with us tonight. Chase, if you wouldn't mind, hit us with the sign off.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will rock the earth.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good
Nice.
night.